The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu, has alleged that its media head, Emmanuel Bassi Ekomiba in Akwa Ibom, and his colleague, Victor Sunday Okoro, have been arrested. Nigerian reports that the IPOB, in a statement, said the duo was arrested in Akwa Ibom during evangelism on September 30th, 2020. It therefore demanded their immediate and unconditional release. In the statement, which was signed by its media and publicity secretary, Ima Powerful, the pro-Biafra group said there was no justification for their arrest as they were not terrorists or committed any crime. The IPOB also demanded in the statement the unconditional release of all Biafra agitators picked by security agents during the recent sit-at-home order. The statement partly reads, "We want to put the world on notice of the abduction of Mazi Emmanuel Bassi Ekomiba, the media head of IPOB in Akwa Ibom, and his colleagues Mazi Victor Sunday Okoro, who were abducted in Akwa Ibom during the evangelism on 30th of September 2020. We demand their immediate release because they are not terrorists nor did they commit anything to warrant any arrest. We equally demand the unconditional release of all Biafra agitators picked by security agents. We want the army that besieged the home of our leader Atisiama Afaruku on October 1st to stop harassing residents of the area because they are not terrorists. Murutai should send his soldiers to Sambisa Forest, Baga in Borno, and other northern communities taken over by this Boko set. IPOB is a peaceful movement committed to the peaceful restoration of Biafra. Biafra is a divine project designed by the Most High God in heaven, and there is nothing anybody can do to change our resolve to actualize Biafra's independence." Okay? IPOB Biafrans, they are resolved and they are committed to what they believe. They are not wavering. And that is one thing that the government is finding so difficult, that why these guys are so adamant. So me, I just believe it's a simple arithmetic. You know what they want, sit on round table and let them tell you what they want. But if you continue with this attitude of arresting everybody, just recently there's a video we did, on the flashback of the president himself and some of his people in 2014. They were protesting, they were saying all manner of things. They say all your unprintable names, they said all manner of things. Nobody even looked at them, nobody even talked anything. The government of the day never even answered them. But in their own case, they are the ones that will still be blaming the past government, and yet they will not allow people to talk, they will not allow people to speak. Why would you not allow people to speak if you don't have anything that you are hiding? People will talk, people will protest. It's the same thing. Arrest. What does that mean? That is to serve or to scare other people, that if you try to say anything or to come together as a people or to protest or to criticize the government, that definitely that kind of treatment awaits you. So they are trying to scare people. People are afraid to talk. Because of this whole thing, people mindset begin to change, because they try to change some people's mindset. Now some people now feel that when you protest, it's now an offense. Oh, when you protest, it's not treason. That is the way they are saying. When you begin to hear something over and over again, even if that thing is not true, you tend to start believing that thing, that this thing could really be true, because you be thinking about it in the other way around. But that is not the real, that is not the truth, and that is not the real situation on ground. So the arrest of IPOB members have been ongoing since only God knows when, since these governments came on board. Arrest. Okay, those who are not still Biafra agitators, I didn't know arrested. They are being arrested. The rave of the moment in 2018, 2019 was that the journalists were arrested. If you just write anything, they will arrest you. That was the reigning thing. Not until when Showore's case, hit them so badly and they had no choice, they would have kept that guy till the end of this tenure. So that is what baffles me. If it were to be only Biafra agitators that they are arresting, would I say, okay, But those who are still talking about good governance, they are not talking about breakup. They are not talking about secession. Secession. Yet they will still not allow them to rest. Last month, people protested. Ordinary journalists, too, they were the one covering the whole thing. They were not even protesting. They arrested them. They injured one of them, and before they tried to do damage control, that the police quickly went there to go and take care of the journalists. So to me, he's not even talking about Biafrans or talking about IPOB members, but we talk about those who are still talking, asking for good governance. They will still tell you that they are disgruntled elements, that the opposition is sponsoring them. I don't just understand. That is where the whole thing is baffling. The whole thing is baffling again, because we talk about, oh, they will say, no, don't try to divide Nigeria, don't try to break up Nigeria. Then those who are still talking about one Nigeria, but what we are talking about is good governance. And the same thing Biafrans are talking about, or the IPOB members, what they are saying is that because of the way things are going, we don't want to have our own country, our own a place we can call our own. The same thing that those who are still calling for one Nigeria, the same thing they are still talking about, good governance. Okay, we are not going anywhere, but we want to stay back. But give us what we want. They will say, lie, you can't. Some people have the opinion that, okay, at the end of the day, we see all about good governance, but let us have restructuring. So those ones, they belong, they are still saying the same thing. They are still demanding for the same thing. Those who are calling for agitation or for separation, and those who are calling for good governance, it's still all about good governance. So let us even control our own resources. Let it not be a unitary system of government, that everything the center is so powerful. Oh my goodness, you still talk about that one. It's another offense again. It's a big offense again. Big offense. And I don't know why some people always condemn those who are talking about the breakup, those who are even talking about a restructuring. Then what are you talking? They are still the ones that will still be complaining about the way things are not going on fine. So where do we start from? That is the question. Where do we start from? So this arrest of a IPOB is beginning to get out of hand. It's beginning to get out of hand because the government is arresting everybody. Anybody that is arrestable, they will arrest you. If you just talk about anything, they will arrest you. If you talk about this, they will do this, they will do that. So what kind of a thing is that? So is it all about the agitation, or there's something wrong with the government itself, that the government does not even want to hear the truth? So to me, it is not all about what the Biafrans are asking for is just too much. But there's something wrong with the government, because from all indication, in all ramifications, you see that they don't even want to listen to anything. They just want to be doing their own thing, and they will just get that whether people are suffering, whether people are hungry, it is not their business. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this. Thank you.